for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Brubaker,
Here.
Lucas,
Here.
Jeffrey,
Here.
Kaiser,
Here.
Kimmons.
Here.
If there's anyone here this evening that would like to address the city council, please fill out the green card located in the foyer and present it to the clerk. You will have 4 minutes to address the council at the end of the meeting. In regards to the agenda, you should have received an agenda in your packets. Are there any corrections or changes to tonight's agenda? Hearing none, I ask for a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second. We got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda is approved. Approval of the city council meeting minutes for September 18th, 2023. Council minutes from the last meeting were included in your packets. Are there any changes or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, I ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Next, I have Jeff Arp with MIRMA. He's here to address the council. Mr. Arp, you may come to the podium.
Mayor, Council, thank you for your time. Like he said, my name's Jeff Arp. I'm one of the loss control consultants with MIRMA. MIRMA is currently the self-insurance pool that the city is a member of. Besides processing and handling your claims, we spend a great deal of time, money, and effort promoting the best practices in risk management. We do that with multiple on-site visits, our monthly newsletter, our annual loss control evaluation, seminars, and the list goes on. Being a member, you're also eligible to partake in some of our reimbursement programs. And one of the programs, and the reason why I'm here tonight, is our risk grant program. It was put together several years ago to help fund equipment you identified a need for, and it fits within our mission statement. This past year, we received 2 applications from the police department. The committee met 2 weeks ago and approved the following. A car camera in the amount of $3,375 and some body cameras in the amount of $7,500. In total, $10,875 was awarded to the police department for the use of those cameras. It is a reimbursement program. The city would need to purchase those items and then submit an invoice and proof of payment, and they've got till June of next year to get that turned into us. But in the meantime, in lieu of a check, I've got a nice IOU. It says we owe you this amount of money. And it's good till June of next year. So I'd like to thank the chief for taking the time and filling out the applications and getting this money up here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, are there any other visitors you would like to recognize this evening?
No, Mayor.
Okay, under communication requests, informational items. Number 3, I have a request from Jeremy Kitchen to hold the annual 2023 Cowboys for Christmas Parade on November 4th, 2023. If you recall, the police department discussed this at last work session. Is there any discussion on this item?
Motion to approve.
Second. Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Event is approved. Number 4, a request from the Mobley VFW Post 2654 to hold the 2023 Veterans Day Parade on November 11th, 2023. Once again, police department discussed this at the last work session. Is there any discussion on this item?
I make a motion that we approve.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Event is approved. City of Moberly wayfinding signage final design package. Community Development Department discussed this one at the last work session. Is there any discussion on this item?
This is not for action. Tom just wanted to bring you up to speed on where we are with the wayfinding. Tom?
So I've asked the consultant to provide us a scoping package to put these out for a bid to see what kind of numbers we would get back in on those. And so how we had initially planned that was this was a 3-prong approach with CID funding downtown, city doing main streets and the parks doing their areas. So probably would bid it in components and see what we come back with on numbers on that, just to make sure, see how you want to go forward or not.
Okay. Any questions? Discussion? So this one we don't need to vote on, right?
No, it's just for information purposes.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on then. Number 6. Let's get my pages here. Receipt of bids. This is receipt of proposal for infill housing. Mr. Sander, would you like to give the council an update?
Well, this is for two properties, 1029 and 1209 Concannon by J. Matson Development Company. They've done several properties down Forest. They have several active right now, have had good results. They're good to work with, so our staff's recommending in favor of moving forward with these two.
Okay, any discussion? If not, do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Proposal is accepted. Next one, receipt of bids for new small spreader and small plow for a new 1-ton truck. Mr. Sanders, would you give the council an update on this one?
This is our purchase through Sourcewell, and we annually get, try to get one spreader and one plow for each of our small trucks each year.
What were the
And-
bids? What were the bids on that?
I'm sorry.
Just Sourcewell.
That doesn't have listed up there. 15. Okay, it should be the $15,000 for both of them.
You're saying that's the total?
That's total, yes, for both
Okay.
items. Sorry.
Okay, any other questions? If not, do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Bids accepted. Next one, number 8, receipt of bids for street striping. Mr. Sanders.
We only had one bid received on that. However, it is within the range of what we anticipated on cost wise. You can see there, I think 66 cents and 68 cents were the two most common for the striping. You'll see there was one number on there for like 85 cents, I believe. And that was on the streets that have been repaved where there's no pattern to follow. They have to do the re-layout of the system, so it takes a little more time to lay that all out versus going back and just repainting what's existing. So that's mainly Rollins Street. So
Okay, any discussion? Mr. Jeffrey.
So would this striping include Coach Street?
I'll have to look back and see what we have. Probably if it's in faded out, I imagine so. Street
I
department.
don't
has
know
a-
who makes that determination, but I think it needs to be evaluated as far as the angle, because the way it's striped now, the cars are too far out in the street. So if it cuts down, it cuts down, but it needs to be at a I'll just say a greater angle, I guess you would say, so that the vehicles you come through there both sides, and it's kind of tedious.
That's been discussed quite a bit. I mean, you can rake the angle up sharper, and it's still gonna today with those were laid out back in the days when 16 foot was typical. Some of our trucks now are 20 plus feet, and so we're in them with the hitches on the back of them. So I mean, really, we probably need to, if you want to eliminate that, you probably need to look at stepping down to one side of the street as parallel parking, just because of the maximum width in there.
Mr. Kaiser.
I agree with Jerry on this. I'm thinking you're thinking of 4th Street and Coates there. I mean, it gets really bad when you're trying to turn there. Unless you're driving a small little smart car, it's challenging at times. So
I don't
I would
disagree
like
with you.
to-
I think that, we'd probably have to look, I don't think you can lay the angle back enough to significantly change that, but I mean, we certainly will consider that and look at the alternatives.
I would be curious what the business owners there think, but I mean, and we have to weigh the safety regard as well as what they think. But I think it does need to be addressed because it is a challenge multiple times throughout the day. So.
Okay, any other questions, discussion? I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you. Would you like to step up, ma'am? If you'll give your name and address, please.
Sure, my name is Pam Dollick, my address is 18 Urbandale, Moberly, and I was just saying, you guys were talking about the problems there with the traffic congestion there on Cote Street. It's also the same way there where the brick is, and down through there when they're busy in the mornings and afternoons, you have the same problem with the vehicles, because there's long vehicles parked in there, and it almost takes the lane down to one lane there for vehicles to pass through there. It is a little tricky when you've got a lot of large vehicles coming through there and parking. So I was just adding to what you're saying there on that side of things.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? If not, do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Bids are accepted. Tonight, we have a consent agenda.